talk, I guess.
Shout out to you. Okay, okay. I'm gonna start off with a introduction, and then I'm gonna
Hmm.
have you introduce yourself. You
Got
ready?
you. Hmm.
All right. Hello, lovers and haters. This is your man over Mustang, and you're tuned into Aura-Genz, your friendly local hub podcast show. Today we got an electrifying interview lineup that's going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the world of music, culture, and creativity. With a guest who's about to drop some serious wisdom. So get ready to vibe with us because we're about to bring the heat. Celebrate underground artists and the power of music. Stay tuned. It's about to get real. Go ahead.
And what's up, guys? It's your boy Teruo Rhodes. Thank you, Aura, for having me today. Just ready to spit some game. Let's have some fun.
Shout out to you and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Man, my name's Turo. I come from Houston, Texas. Um, I've been doing this music stuff for almost about 5 years now. Started off as a producer, wanted to make music for myself, so started singing for myself, and then still do all of this at the same time. I love it, bro. Like it's,
Mm,
I wouldn't want to do nothing else, bro. Like it's my shit.
shout out to you. And remind me of your skill set. So I know you as the artist. What else?
Hmm.
Uh,
So usually, bro, like if anything comes in terms of sound, bro, like I do everything. Like I first started off with production, like music production, no matter what genre, like sound scores for like music videos and movies.
oh
Um,
shit. Okay.
yeah, dude, like I do all that, and then on top of that, make my own music. Like I literally do everything that involves any type of vibrations, bro. Like, yeah.
Shout out to you. So you're a producer. I'm guessing an engineer,
Hmm.
artist, and do you play any instrument?
Yeah, so like growing up, bro, like I always had instruments laying around. Like my my aunt, my mom, literally everybody that was in that household always had some type of instrument. And I was as a kid, I was always fucking with it.
Mm,
So now I play piano pretty like I ain't the best, but I'm a little proficient. So I always been pressing keys since I was a kid, playing drums. Was always I played trumpet, saxophone, like I was in the church too, bro. Like I was always
mm.
around music, bro.
What, church choir?
Yeah, like a choir, and then even after like the services and stuff, bands I always watched them like
Mm.
rehearse and everything. So I was always like, they gave me the triangle, but that's all I could play at the time because I didn't want to fuck nothing up. You know what I mean?
uh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. And so, I'm guessing songwriter as well.
Say it again.
I'm guessing a songwriter as well. You write your own.
Song, yeah, dude. Songwriting. Um, always been singing too. I didn't think I was like the craziest singer, but like I just be doing it, bro.
Mm. Shout out to you. Okay, you got hella talent. Um, you're damn near a host walking studio yourself.
Yeah,
Uh,
bro. Appreciate it.
what's your preferred instrument to play?
Uh, really, for anybody who does music or makes production, bro, I would just say be a little bit more educated on piano just because it's like you can't, you have plugins and different like sounds on piano. Like I literally have guitars in my songs. Bro, it's not even real guitar. I'm not gonna lie. It's not. It's literally me having a plugin just playing the shit. And people are like, oh, you play guitar? I'm like, nah, I don't.
Mm,
I suck at guitar, but like piano can get you very far, bro. Like that's really all you need, man.
okay, okay. Um, and checking out your music, being a first time listener. I
Hmm.
listened to 17 songs.
Oh shit.
Out of the 17, I got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I got 7 songs out of the. Oh, I got 18 songs. So I listened to 18. Out of the 18, seven songs stand out to me being a first time
That's a
listener.
good ass ratio, bro. That's a good ratio.
Full Throttle,
Mm,
Glorious,
mm,
Chances, Start
mm,
That Wave. That's how you pronounce
mm.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. Start That Wave. Is it I Okay, I Cry?
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking at it, I was like, is this saying low key I cry or
So like
uh
with that title, bro, it's like it was that was literally the file name. I just happened to not change it just because that
mm,
whole if you look at that whole project, it looks like files, you know, like wave files and all that
mm,
shit. Like I didn't change the names just because it was so like raw and I didn't know what to call them. So I just put it
mm.
like that. Yeah.
No, I figured. And it also give
Mm,
it some uniqueness. So I don't think a lot of artists consider like sometimes to benefit y'all to come up with
mm,
unique titles for your songs.
mm,
One to stand out to the crowd, and then two, like when everybody's searching up your music, it doesn't it puts you in your own box. So,
mm.
I don't have nothing against it. Whatever works for you works. I think the song itself actually matters more than the title. Uh
Facts. Facts.
uh let me see. Next one is Fold, Unfinished.
Mm.
Uh, is it XLN?
Excellent. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
That's my shit, bro. Like that's one of my like most fun songs ever, bro.
Strangers,
The most recent shit, I hope guys.
that's my last one. Those songs to me stand out really well. And like listen to
Mm,
your music. I would say you got this adventuring sound. Definitely. Now that I know that you work on, damn near anything that involve around sounds, including like films and stuff.
mm,
I could definitely see your music being a soundtrack for like, films like, motherfuckers go on adventures or some shit,
mm.
storytelling. I could
Yeah,
definitely see a song for that. And it also give a bit of a dance vibe to it.
yeah. Make people feel something, bro.
And I'm curious, you mind telling us how this song came to be Full Throttle?
Man, Full Throttle was literally the first. Actually, it wasn't my first song, bro. It was my second song that I ever released. Because my first one, I did not fuck with it at all. Uh, so for all the people that know this song, it was called "Look Back," bro. Dude, that song, it was so raw, and I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna do it." I didn't like it like
Mm,
that, so I took that shit down, and then I was like, "I need something that I'm gonna be completely honest. I need some songs that could possibly get me like girls." You know what I mean?
as
So
like
I
a
was
fan
like,
base?
"Yeah, dude." And then I was like, "Bruh, this is when like I think I made this song right around like 2020, I believe, and this is when I was just like." This is when COVID was happening, and I was just like, ain't shit happening. I feel so I'm bored. You know what I mean? Like COVID felt super like empty, so I made some song that felt empty in a sense. You know, it was super
Mm,
slow night drive type shit. Because even when you drive around COVID time at nighttime, streets were like blank. And then I remember listening to like, you know, that song R.I.P. Screw by Travis Scott.
yeah.
I was super heavy on that song, and I was just like, I want something that makes me feel around that realm. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah. So, and I wasn't saying shit on that song, bro. I was not. Like, if I remember one of the lyrics, it was like, what the fuck I said? It was like, uh, racks on a Visa or some shit.
mm.
It referred to like a credit card. I was like, racks something on a Visa. That just means like my credit's increasing, and I'm just like, fuck it. It sounds hard, bro. Fuck it.
Shout out to that moment. And I will give you this too. Checking out your TikTok, you definitely got that present, that star power.
Yeah.
Uh, especially with your skits, it's pretty entertaining how you would drag or like connect your music with your
Mm.
skits. Um, what inspired you to pursue music?
Really, that's just something that always clicked with me since I was a kid. Like, even though I wasn't classically trained my whole life. I was for a little bit, um, but I always found myself revolving around it. I was always making noises, even at school.
Mm,
I always got in trouble, like beating on the desk and shit. Like, I always made some type of rhythmical sound, and it's like, yeah, I can't stay away from it, bro. Like, I got ADHD. if you can't tell.
Mm,
Like I always need to be stimulated with like some type of vibration because if it's quiet, bro, like I
mm,
I turn insane. Like um yeah, and to start off, like how I started music and shit, like it was so random. Like I was in college for a little bit
mm,
and so I had FAFSA, like the little student loan shits,
mm,
and they gave me an X amount of money, right? And I was just like, what can I do with this? Oh, they're like, you can pay for like books and everything. I was like, fuck that. I'm gonna buy me a laptop.
mm.
So I bought
You
this
feel like you made the
Lenovo.
right decision?
Bro, hell yeah, dude. Like, if it wasn't for me spending like loan, I'm not saying everybody spend y'all loan money on laptops and shit, but like that literally kick-started like everything, bro. Like, it was so random. Like my boy, he did it for a little bit, and I was like, "What's this shit about?" And then he taught me a little bit, and then that inspired me to get like a laptop off loan money and start making my own beats.
Shout out to that moment. And I'm curious, what was you studying in college?
So I was studying like health science at first and like biochem, and because I wanted to, well, I didn't want to be a nurse. Fuck that. Respect to all the nurses, man. Like
Mm,
y'all doing a lot of good work. Just wasn't for me.
mm.
Um, yeah, yeah, I'm too antsy to be a fucking nurse, bro. Um, yeah, I was studying that for like 2 years, and then sorry, mom, I kind of left that shit.
So, was this something that you wanted to do, or was this something that, you were just looking to make income with
Nursing or music?
when you was studying for nurse?
Uh, Look, bro, I come from an Asian family, so like,
Uh,
yeah, if you ain't a nurse, you're washed, bro. So
mm,
so me kind of being the other, I have like multiple like cousins, like aka like we were the grandchildren, so they were just pushing us to be like nurse or doctor, some type of shit like that, you know.
mm,
And yeah, I was like fuck it. But at the end of the day, I'm just like that's not gonna make me happy because I'm doing it for people, not for myself. You know what I mean?
mm. No,
Yeah.
shout out to you for figuring out, what you would like to do with your life.
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay. And I'm curious how you came up with your name. And did you have other prototypes before this?
Bruh, dude, when I first started dropping beats on SoundCloud, my my name was JVN. That was like my I don't know where the fuck I came up with that. It was one of my names. It was one of my names and I took out the vowels. And
Mm,
then I thought that whole was cool. And then I had like my boy make like a you know when you first start off on music, you don't know what like the aesthetic is, you know what I mean?
mm.
Like I wasn't dressing like that. I was pretty corny to begin with. Um, but with my name Turo, like this shit was random, bro. So the guy that got me into music, his name is Nova J West. Shout out Nova J West, bro. Um,
Shout out to
he,
him.
yeah, bro. Like, well, he made me take music serious, to be more specific. He was like, "Hey, like, what should your name be?" And I was just like, I have no idea because I honestly don't want people to call me by my government name because let's just say like let's just say some random motherfucker would have come up to me and be like, "Hey, government name," and I'll be like, "Who the fuck are you?" You know.
And
So I
I
wanted to
don't
keep,
blame you for that.
yeah, dude. It's just like I want to keep that detached from it because I don't want people to feel like they know me like that. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So for people to know me as Turo, it's like it's cool just because it keeps my own like privacy. You know what I mean?
mm.
Yeah.
And what helped you to settle on tarot? Uh, what was the nail in the coffin to stick with?
I googled it. I googled it, and there was only like two motherfuckers named that, and they're like dead. So I'm like, hey, I'm like, okay, cool. So if you look up like Turo R right now, it's just like I'm the first one to pop up, I believe, or RH or some shit. Um,
Mm,
yeah, it was a very non-competitive name, and when people started calling me that, I started responding like, "Yo, what's up?" And I was like, "Oh shit,"
Mm.
you know, like it was my real
It,
name. Yeah.
yeah, it definitely like a different reality.
Mm.
Uh, you know, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I'm curious, have you gotten a chance to perform live?
Yeah, dude. My first show ever was like 2022 or some shit around Halloween or what's the month before October? September? Yeah. We're
Mm,
like 2 years
9/11.
from 9/11. Hey man. Hey, never forget, man. That shit happened so we can be on this podcast right now. But yeah, so I performed on 9/11 and
Oh wow.
I didn't, bro. I didn't. Yes. So yeah, that shit was random, bro. They're just like, hey, because my boy, his name is Tobacco Ryan, and
Mm,
he had his own headlining show, and he was looking for some artists, and then he was like, "You want to do it?" And I'm like, "Oh shit," because I've never performed in front of people. I was hella nervous, like,
mm,
and it was a pretty big fucking show out, like small at. It's like it was like a pretty decent sized bar. It wasn't huge, but
mm,
the people to space ratio made that shit look jumping, bro.
mm,
So yeah, it was super compressed in there. I was like second to last. I was the person before the headline, so I was just like, oh fuck. Um, yeah, it was such a blur. Like I literally don't
mm.
know what happened. I just did it. And then I got off stage, and then like the people that showed up for me, they're just like, "You did so fucking good." I was like, "I don't even know what I did. I probably got naked in the middle of that shit. I probably didn't even know."
Did anybody record this performance for you?
Yeah, so actually, my videographer and photographer and best friend, Matt Crone, bro, he's a dog.
Mm,
He was there. He actually talked me into doing the show as well. So he was giving me some like performance footages. Some motherfucker with a camcorder was there. I forgot who it was, but yeah, I should probably ask for footage from him. I think it was pretty cool. Um, and a lot of people were posting me on their story and shit. So I got a lot of
mm.
those. Yeah.
And let me see. My one question I'm curious about as someone that has ADHD, I'm
Mhm.
curious, does how is performing live any different? For you, is anything special or cool? Mm,
Like me
what's the word?
versus a motherfucker without ADHD.
I was just trying to see, is it a bit different for you while you're on stage?
Um, the thing I would say about ADHD, I mean, I am thinking about like 50 different fucking things. But I guess when it comes to like music and stuff, I feel like it kind of like goes hand in hand with each other just because I feel like ADHD people, I feel like since their mind is constantly like cycling, it brings in a lot of creative like ideas and like energy and shit. So
Mm,
that's with me at least. Um, I don't know, some other person with ADHD is probably gonna be like tweaking or some shit, but with me,
mm,
like I'm I get very zoned in to the shit that I would want to do. Um, but I would really want to do it. But honestly, like ADHD was cool while performing. I was a little bit anxious and shit, but that was just because I was nervous. But other than
mm.
that, bro, let me tell you about this performance, dog. So there was like four other people in that bitch, and the guy right before me, we had a wired mic, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
it had a wire attached to it. The fuck, and the dude got so into his performance, he stomped like really hard on the ground, and then he hit the wire, like he stomped on the wire, so it detached from the DJ table, so it kind of
Oh
fucked
wow.
up the whole mic. So you had to like stand still to like perform unless the mic like cuts off. So
Oh
I had
wow.
to, so I jumped in that bitch like right after him, and then I had to literally stand there so the mic won't cut off. I was like, damn, I can't fucking. jump or do any theatrics or some shit. So I'm over here just looking like a animatronic and shit.
Um, okay. That and that was the first time you performed?
Yeah, bro. It was so great, bro. It
Okay.
was so cool.
So so when it comes to you performing live, correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm.
Do you get an opportunity to perform once,
More than once?
more? And how many
Yeah.
times have you got to perform?
So overall, I performed at least like 5 times. Um, the other ones weren't as major as this one, but like, so I had two other ones was pretty big. It was for like a Halloween party, which was a little bit after 9/11, and
Mm,
then there was another one I had at a place called it was like something called like Wave Family Records. Shout out to Wave Family, and then they had me do some shit there. Um, And then the other two was like small open mic things. Because in Houston they have a bunch of those. So if you're just like, hey, I want to do some shit, they just let you do it.
mm.
And I did it because I was on like a date, and then
Oh,
she
look
didn't know
at
I,
you.
yeah, she didn't know I made music, man.
Mm.
So I was just like, let me do this like movie shit real quick, and then I did it, and then she thought it was
Mm.
live. Yeah,
Oh, shout out. Oh, you're a real player. I see it.
type
See
shit, type shit.
it. Um, all right, so when it comes to you performing live, I'm curious, which are your songs out of your catalog do you get a chance to perform?
Uh, Normally I wouldn't go for the ones that are super slow because well, it depends on what other people are performing as well. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So if a guy before me is fucking raging, I mean, I gotta like pick some other things that kind of not completely change the vibe, but kind of subtly like ease into the slow shit. You know what I mean?
okay.
So the one that I do like performing, just because it lays in such a like close vocal range that I don't have to do no crazy shit was Hello by by me. Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Hello's Hello's one of my favorite songs. And it meant a lot to me. Um I did do Full Throttle, people like that shit. Sides
Mm,
slash. That whole was cool because that was like the fastest BPM song I had at the time. Um
okay.
The newer shits, like those, well, the ones that I just listed, those are the main ones that I usually do. And
Mm,
the newer ones I got, I have not performed them yet, just because I am working on like some very intricate artsy ass shit right now.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
dude. Mm.
And I'm curious, is there any routine or rituals that you will have before you get ready for a performance?
So first I like throw up.
For real?
Yeah, and then I put that bitch in a cup, and then I shake that hoe, and then I throw it on stage so people can get hyped up. No, I'm fucking with you.
Is that called Asian performance?
Yeah, dude, like every time Asians perform, they just fucking hawk on everybody before they perform, bro.
You know what?
Um,
That's a cool ritual. Uh, uh, but serious note, do you have one?
mm. The one thing I can say I do for myself, and I feel like it can work with a lot of people, is like have a steady breathe, like have some good steady breaths, bro. Like breathing is probably one of the most important, not even in music, bro, just like in life in general. Like if you feel that like chest feeling of it tensing up just a little bit, like a couple deep breaths can like definitely ease your shit. Like it's so important. Um, I do that. Hydrate. Um, and what I do, I mean, I don't recommend it to everybody. I be taking like a shot of like straight up like vodka to like add some texture to your voice, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah,
And you
dude.
feel like that adds some flavor to your vocals?
It does, and I do that every time before I record. Just take a douse of something, and then I don't know what the science is behind that, but every time
A
I do,
druggie.
yeah, yeah, I take a I take a good dose of fentanyl and just start performing, bro.
But it's cool to hear that, you have your own tricks
mm,
uh, and your own routine, to get ready for your performance. And,
mm.
from what I've been hearing, sound like your formula works. So, I think you're definitely on to something, especially, do you do any, behind the scenes?
Like routines.
No, behind the scenes, like, showcasing, you working on music, getting ready to perform, the shit that we usually don't get to see, from
Man,
the listener.
man, it's usually just me in my room. Like I don't like studios, bro. Like I don't.
Mm,
Like I feel like everybody, if you look at all like your favorite artists, most of the time they making shit from like a house, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
And well, my favorite artists and everything, I mean, they make all their shit in the comforts of their home because I mean, what's more comfortable than that, you know?
mm-hmm.
Always be comfortable. I'm really just in my room, just I don't even have like a formula in terms of creation just because like creation is very like it's very flexible, it's very fluid, so you just gotta let shit flow.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to hop in trying to make a song, be like, I'm trying to make some shit that sounds like this. One, you're not gonna be different. Two, like your process is gonna be very like basic, you know what I mean? If you think about it too much, you're not gonna make like the shit that's gonna fulfill you, especially if you're trying to be different, you know what I mean?
So you saying for you, the longer you sit on it, the less unique it becomes.
To me, at least,
Okay.
because I just feel like musicians and everything, including myself as well, like once we start overthinking, that's when we start like getting writer's block, beat block, any type of block, bro. Like it's because they
Mm,
start overthinking shit.
interesting. That's
Mm,
a good. That was a good point.
yeah, man.
Um, shout out to you. Look at you. Let me see. Okay. And I'm curious, all your catalog. What's your favorite song out of your catalog?
That's a good question, Aura. Let's see. So if you look up Teruo Rhodes on Spotify and Apple Music, you're gonna you're gonna see a good. Oh shit. No, I didn't know this whole did numbers like that. But my favorite song as of right now that's in my catalog that is out right now,
Mm,
like would probably have to be Company. It's in that Strangers EP. Um
okay.
only just because the way how can I explain this to the listeners, bro? Like if you really listen to it, I actually put a lot of effort into one, the textures. Like if I have like a beat and then I have like some, I can literally have like a shower or some shit in the background, like shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Real sick.
uh, Key changes, the drums that I did, I compressed it like to the point where it's not super in your mouth. Pause. Um, and yeah, basically the key changes, bro. Because honestly, when it comes to key changes in songs, I start bragging about that shit just because
Mm,
like I don't know, it's on some like some music theory type beat.
no, I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel it. And definitely like hearing you talk and like expressing yourself is definitely entertaining. Um, and I think it would definitely I think I could definitely see you having your own because you remember what MTV was, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know how they would showcase the artists like working on their music, them being they self,
Mm.
getting ready for their performance or even what it takes for them to be the artist that they are. So
Right.
I could definitely see that being a one that could definitely be a merchandise if you decide to keep, a lot of events,
Mm.
secret and you montage it. That could
Mm.
easily be a merchandise, or let alone like that could be entertaining enough for the viewers to be like, oh shit, like yo, this is what it takes to be him, Teruo, you know. Um, and just even getting your personality, like you
Mm.
definitely got a unique personality. You would kind of remind me of a fun singer, talented version of like Jackie Chan. No offense.
Looking ass. Looking ass, bro.
So, I think you could definitely got it for you. And
Mm,
just hearing that, you are also dabbing into other media such as like film,
mm.
actually, I'm curious, you mind telling us a bit more about your experience with that?
So with like film scoring and everything, my boy Matt, my videographer, actually put me on. He actually had me learn this shit because it first started off. He gave me a gig for Draft Day from Concrete Boys,
Oh,
um, and which is the Lil Yachty Concrete Boy shit.
hmm. Oh,
Yes.
shit.
hmm
Okay.
So yeah, he was kind of locked in with them, and then they needed a person to do like sound scores and everything. When I mean sound scores, it's like if I have a music video and somebody gets punched or some shit, like I
Mm.
insert the punch sound,
Oh, for
Um,
real?
yeah, like some shit like that. Super easy, super easy. So for all the
Oh,
people that just looking for some money, do some sound scores, bro. You ain't gotta know shit. Um,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was doing stuff for them, and then that just so happened to like run into Draft and have like his number, and so I've just been sending him beats like ever since. And
Okay.
yeah, hopefully he does something with that. But after that, that gave me more opportunities for like Swedish House Mafia, which is you know that song that's like, don't you worry, child. See heaven's got a plan for you. That like EDM shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, those boys. So I had an opportunity to do some video shit for them. Um, and the process is super easy. You just get the video and then sync it up to like and make your own. Well, I make my own sounds, so I was kind of spending some time on that craft. But literally, you can grab that shit from YouTube and then slap it on there, bro. It's like,
By sounds, you talk
mm,
about like sound effects,
yeah,
like in the
SFX.
kung fu movie, they'd be like, "Ha!" Like
Yeah,
that type of shit. Okay.
yeah. So I could be on the mic like, hoo-ha, hoo-ha, like shit like that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's dope. And uh how that well, you said your friend got you or you was already doing it before your friend got connected with you?
Not really. I just like learned on the fly. They're just like, "Hey, do you know how to do this?" I was like, yeah." I didn't know how to do the shit. I didn't know how to do the shit. So I was
Hey,
just, yeah. Hmm?
I mean shit, definitely send me more information. I'm curious to look into that.
Mm,
But shout out to you, actually that actually would work perfect with our partner that we got going on. So we got a partnership with Jet Production, and they do short action
mm,
films. So they're
for
looking to
sure.
collaborate with artists for not only soundtracks, but even help the artists create an action music video.
Shit, I got you, man. I can definitely put out some cool little atmospheres and shit.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
you connected with them after this.
let's go.
Also, we also have a collaboration with a 2D animator. I'm not sure you're looking for somebody to do the logos or a 2D animation music video, but we have
Mm.
somebody that we could recommend.
Ooh, I've been actually looking for that shit. Um, bruh, and especially when they like implement like AI and shit.
Mm,
Man, that hoe is tough. There's a video that I've seen. It's by Jesse Lanza. It's a song called I Hate Myself, bro. But
mm,
she ran that bitch through like AI and she's only saying like one thing. She was like, I hate myself, like the whole fucking song. But you didn't give a fuck because you were just watching this crazy ass video, bro.
mm.
AI is scary,
So,
but yeah.
are you referring to like the AI movie thing they working on?
I think so. I think the way that it worked was like they had her face on it, and then they just added like some type of AI overlay or some shit. That's what it looked
Mm.
like. Yeah, I think those are
And
cool.
how do you feel about AI?
The way that I feel about I mean, it's scary, but like at the same time, if you can't beat them, like join them, shit. Like people like AI is gonna take over everything, but I'm like, motherfucker, you know there's jobs that help you optimize it, and you just get money for that shit.
Mm.
It's
Well,
crazy,
shit.
dude.
You are right. You are right. It's only fair to play the game.
Yeah,
Well, don't
dude.
hate the player, hate the game itself.
Exactly.
So, will you collaborate with artists that create like AI music?
With AI music, that's an
Oh,
interesting one.
so there's a different category. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was talking about like videos and shit.
Oh, okay.
Video,
So
but
when it comes to videos,
music, that's a definitely like a touchy subject considering
oh,
like it takes like when they start dropping like the Drake and like all
mm,
these leaks and then you just put AI on their shit.
mm,
I love how you can just do that. There's definitely some shits that you can implement into like your music with it, but I don't want to make it to a point where people are just solely relying on that. You know what I mean?
mm. That's
Because that
smart.
take yeah, that takes away like imagine if you were like imagine if you built like a tree house or some shit, and then you're just like, damn, like I put in so much work, thought process, and all that shit, and then some robot
Mm.
comes in this shit and is like, and then smacks that bitch in like 5 seconds. You'd be like, damn,
No, that's real shit, and it's probably
yeah,
happening now with I mean, shit, it's the same thing with people that do art. You
yeah,
know,
mm,
you know, they looking, the freelance they work, and then
mm.
they got everybody, yourself using like AI like videos, like fuck paying you.
It's like fuck
Don't
paying
go
you.
to this AI.
I'm gonna type this shit in fucking prompts and make this
Mm.
shit in 5 seconds. Yeah,
So
and yeah,
so I think the AI leveled well, even the playing field
mm,
for uh I'm not even sure what to call them. Uh Novice, I guess. People that,
yeah,
yeah. So, it's more it should have been more dedicated towards them while,
mm,
building up if they got their own platform of doing their own
mm,
shit, that would be understandable. If they're mixing it into the real thing, I can understand,
yeah.
your perspective as
Mm.
well. So you feel like it should be a tool, not the
Yeah, if it's your whole shebang, bro, like shebang, bro. Hey, man, I live in Texas, man. Free bang bros, dog. That shit illegal here. But yeah, when AI, if you use it as your whole thing, like honestly, you're not gonna get the pats on the back that you think you're gonna get unless you really gatekeep that shit. Um,
mm,
but if you take out the whole human element out of any type of art, when visual arts, audio arts, any type of art, if you take out the human in it, it doesn't have that value anymore. You know what I
mm.
mean?
I feel you.
Mhm.
Okay. And let me see. What's a fun fact about you that we don't know?
Man, what is there to know about me?
You got 6 toes.
I got a what?
You got 6 toes.
I got 6 toes, and under this hat is just my brain. Like you just see my brain. Um, fucking, I really like. I really fuck with potato salad. I had
Mm,
I had potato salad the other day, and honestly, it kind of flipped my perspective on it because I asked for a side of it. They're asking me if I wanted some. I was just like, I don't know. And then they just gave it to me anyways, and I tried it. I was like, yo, this shit gas. So I'm a pretty avid like potato salad fan.
so you
Um,
recently just had this?
yeah, like a couple days ago, because I was
And this
okay
was
with
your
it.
first time?
Not the first time.
Okay.
I always had my like interactions with potato salad here and there, like on barbecues and shit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but this was like a restaurant. I sat down and they gave me some, and I was just like, let me try this shit because I paid like $24 for this whole shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I tried it. I was like, this is pretty good, bro. Um, other than that, oh, another interesting fact is like I be trying to play basketball. I feel like I'm okay at it. I ain't no pro or nothing, but I really like fucking with like a bunch of like different sports, like volleyball and shit. Like
Mm.
I
So
just
as
be
long
tr
as you got balls in your hand.
as long as I have any type of balls in my hand, like just know like I will always be happy. You know what I mean? I love me some balls, bro. Yeah,
Big ones, small ones, bouncy.
yeah, like big
Uh,
big black ones. Like I love all that shit.
uh, okay. And so we got volleyball, basketball. Was there any other sports?
Let's see. Well, in high school, I used to play like I mean not volleyball, football. I played football in high school. Um, I still haven't played pickleball, bro. Like I hear people talking mad shit about it. I was like, damn, is that shit that fun? I haven't tried it yet. So if it,
Pickleball.
you heard of that shit?
Is that the thing that you got this like hammer size thing and you like hit it?
I guess so. It's like a small scale like tennis, bro, with like
Yeah.
paddles. Yeah. It's like
Okay.
ping pong on your feet type shit.
Oh, with the paddle?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that's what it's called. Oh, so that's called pickleball. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a rich people sport, so I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Bringing this back to your music, Glorious. How
Yeah.
that song came to be.
Oh shit. Damn, did we veer off that hard? Shit, my bad, bro.
Oh no 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 no. So it's a free spirit. So it's a
uh,
whole journey just riding the wave of the conversation. So you good?
uh, I love that, bro. Um, yeah, full throttle. Yeah, literally my second song. I just had to rebuttal from that last drop because I was like, oof, I need to make something dark, something that you can drive to at night. Honestly, did pretty well to be honest, and I definitely embodied the sound that I was going for.
Mm.
Um, because that was the exact vibe I was going for. And that's when, after that song, I realized, like, okay, so I can implement any type of inspiration into it and kind of like nail it in a sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that shit. Yeah, that was
And
definitely
what's
my rap phase.
your rap phase?
Yeah,
And
I was kind of like a rapper.
I'm glad you brought that up because I'm curious though. How will you describe yourself as an artist, and where do you put your music in the catalog? Well, in the genre.
Damn, that's a good question, bro. Like, if people were to ask me, like, what genre that I'm in, because it's a very hard question considering it's just such a wide variety of different shit.
Mm.
Um, I would have to say, as of right now, it's kind of like alternative electric pop or some shit. Like,
Okay.
yeah, the shit that I make now, yes, but the shit back then, it was obviously like more of like a trap R&B type vibe. I got a Mexico Dro
Mm.
808 on that on full throttle. Like, um, it's a very familiar sound. So once I started getting more acclimated to familiar sounds, that's when I started. This is when I wanted to get a little weird. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
And when I was listening to your music, I was like, some of the songs that I was listening to, I think it might have been Start Dot Wave.
Mm.
I was like, why does this remind me of like the dance arcade John where you get the dance, you have to step on the arrows and shit. I was like,
Oh,
your music, yeah,
oh,
it
that's a
remind me of
good.
that.
That's a good
Um,
ass like comparison too.
and then when I started seeing it, I was like, damn, I can definitely see this on like Just Dance, motherfuckers
Mm,
just vibing, dancing out, having fun. Um, yeah, listen to your music. It just remind me of like venturing,
mm,
fun, dance, bit of romance. Uh,
mm.
I could definitely see couples kicking it. Uh,
You
uh,
s- you said people fucking to my music, bro?
I said kicking it.
Same
uh,
thing, bro.
um, okay, okay. And which are your songs out of your catalog that's out so far challenge you the most?
Well, since I already mentioned company, because that like I literally put my fucking like I put my vagina in this song, bro. Like I took a lot
Mm,
of time on this song. Um, let me look through this shit. The one that challenged me the most, oh man, the one that I sat on for like the longest pause was
these words.
dude, Akina, track number 7 on that same exact album.
Mm,
This actually came out like a year or so ago, and then I took it down to put it on this project for some reason. I should have left that shit. But this one, the way that it started was so like off-putting. It almost sounded like the song was gonna be ass.
mm.
And then when I was in the process of making it, and then I switched the introduction into like the meat and potatoes of the song, that shit was like hard. But it was completely random. The intro was there, and that was its own like file. That was its own file, and I didn't fuck with it. And then one random day, I came back to it and then switched it up a little bit. I was like, man, this shit's kind of cool. So, yeah, if you do get a chance to like listen to that, just know that song was sitting forever, and then I like redid the whole shit and then made it into like a coherent like song.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said it was Akina?
Yeah, track number 7 on the Black Project.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my
And
favorite shits, bro.
okay. Uh and what was the exact point of that song was challenging for you? Was it restructuring it?
Yeah, like imagine building like a house. Imagine
Mm,
building a house and then you're just like, fuck, I don't like the bricks or the foundation or whatever. Something that's very early in the process that you
mm,
simply cannot change because it'll fuck up the whole structure of the house. Like
mm.
I had this whole song, bro, and then I didn't like it like that, but I knew it had some type of potential. So
Okay.
I wrecked the whole thing. I trashed the writing, the melodies, and everything. Because normally, if I had to do that to a song, like I stopped working on it, like
Okay.
forever. So for me to actually hop back into it and then reform it into something else, that was like challenging. Because once I'm done, bro, I'm kind of done.
Mm.
Yeah,
So if you don't, if you have to go to that extent, they usually don't get finished.
yeah. It depends on what mood I'm in. You know,
Okay.
if I feel hopeful, because like, but again, I'm ADHD, bro. Like
Mm.
ideas are just morphing. Like sometimes I don't even finish it. Like if you look at my files, like it's a bunch of like I'm gonna show you right now, bro. Bro, that's a lot of shit. And this is just one folder, my dude. Um, let's see. These 2023. So look, can I flip this shit? Anyways, can you see it?
Yeah.
So like all these files, bro, is
God
literally
damn.
just ideas cycling, and then sometimes I
Mm.
like them, sometimes I don't. So I just leave them there until I can come back into it and like fuck with it.
That's good to hear that you were able to put it down
Mm,
and come back to it eventually. Some people be like, once it's lost for good.
yeah.
Um, so I think you got a nice setup and a nice formula, working for yourself.
Mm.
Um, I'm also curious on when it comes to the production setup, you know, how do you got yourself set up and any recommendations to anybody that's thinking about starting their own uh music home studio. Any advice to anybody that's thinking about starting their
All right. So with my setup, this shit messy as hell. Hold on, let me clean it up before I embarrass
own?
myself. Okay. Well, this is the most I'm gonna do. All right. So since I graduated from laptops and shit, I mean I have
You
a
had the
Mac.
lotion, did
Hmm?
you? You had the lotion, did
Yeah, the lotion and all the dirty tissues like on my shit. So I had to toss them bitches. But so since I graduated the laptop, considering just because the amount of shit I put in it, it wasn't like keeping up.
you?
So for all the new producers or the people that want to start up like a home setup or just have something that's just at your disposal, I would
Mm,
definitely recommend you can do a laptop too. My preference is to get like a desktop. So right here, this is my desktop. This is an ITX build, which is like a shorter, like a shorter PC build.
mm,
And so what this is, um, if you get a computer and you want to make music on it, number one thing that you have to focus on is CPU. You got to get a good ass CPU. You got to get a good CPU, graphics card. If you're not gaming on that shit, you don't need it.
mm,
Um, that and like a lot of RAM, I would have to say. I don't have a lot of RAM just because, like, I don't know why I don't. I feel like I should.
Mm,
Um, yeah, so get you a laptop that won't freeze on you like that. Like, invest in yourself, spend a good amount of money. Do not cheap out on these computer parts unless your laptop is fucking like, unless you get a laptop and that shit's like max the fuck out, which you can get for like a couple thousand. But who wants to do that shit, you know?
mm,
Um, so yeah, desktops are king. Um, Macs are cool. I just don't know how to fully use it.
mm,
I do have a Mac laptop. Where that bitch at? I have a Mac laptop. I was using that. I was using that to be like mobile. I was at the airport the other day, just like making beats on the shit. Um,
mm,
and definitely get a good a good audio interface. Uh, for starters, the Scarlett ones are pretty solid, bro. Like, there's nothing to ain't nothing to complain about. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you have. You know, just make that shit work. You know, like
mm,
all the songs that I put out, like it was never in a studio. Like I did all this shit off a like a $200 mic, um, a Lenovo laptop that I got from college, and an interface that's like $100. You know what I mean? Like if people like the way my shit sounds and they're asking like, "Oh man, you probably used this, and that," I was like, "Nah, like it was all um, stock plugins, lower end mic, lower end interface, a fucking laptop. Like, always make it work. You don't need the craziest shit, guys. Like,
mm.
you don't. You really don't.
Shout out to that. Much love.
Mm, yeah.
And what's so when you are making beats,
Mm.
um, how you find your creativity for that? Do you have an idea already in your head, or do you mess around?
Uh, normally, normally it's like just mess around with stuff. Um, from the Yami interface project specifically to, um, not even including like beats I make for people. Um, but for that project, it was completely random. Um, let's see. It's completely random. I get inspired by like other music, obviously. Um, but to make like a song that's like original, I mean, no music is original anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like you have to like steal or just not steal, but just kind of make it like your own or be inspired by it, you know? Um,
mm,
but the wide range of shit that I listen to, like for real, full throttle, not full throttle, Akina, which was that one track I was talking about. Bro,
mm,
I was listening to some fucking beat break shit, like the little anime girls with the arrows and shit, like you were saying.
mm,
Like
mm.
I listen to shit like that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and that's where it all really derived from. Just because like I listen to everything. When people say they listen to everything, they're lying. They're lying.
Mm.
When I say
Yeah,
I
yeah,
listen to, yeah,
I feel you. So
mm,
I'm glad you brought up anime. Okay.
mm.
So you watch anime?
I do watch anime, bruh. I haven't as of recently, but the last
Okay.
one that I watched, I was late as fuck watching this shit, and it was very hyped up. It was Attack on Titan, bro.
Mm.
That
Okay.
shit is good, bro.
Okay. I
Yeah,
see you. I see you. All right. You
type
ever
shit.
heard of this anime called Carol on Tuesday?
I've heard a lot about that shit. Is it good?
Okay. Yeah. Now, if you looking to find some inspiration or, something, take and make it yours, I
Mm.
would recommend that anime. They got this one part of the anime when they mix opera with hip hop.
Oh shit.
So, and it's also like futuristic where they show like, AI took over, entertainment. So
Hmm.
a lot of people rely on AI to make music instead of making their own music.
Interesting.
Uh, and then you also get to hear some interesting collaboration like Denzel Curry, uh, Thundercat. I'm not sure you ever listened to him.
Wait, they're on this shit?
Yeah, they appear and they even got a song on there as well.
Where the fuck they get this budget from? What the fuck?
uh, there's a couple other people that make some appearance. but those are two of the most notable ones, at least for
Mm,
me. But I think you might find it interesting. Check out. Um, bringing this back to your music. Last song I'm gonna bring up.
mm,
This one I was also actually I bring up two more. Kit and Fold. Uh,
mm.
there was two other songs that I really fuck with. But we can start off with Kit. Tell us about
Wait, which one?
Kit.
Kit.
K-I-T. Kit.
Who the fuck? Oh, okay. So this is what this song was, bro. So this is what I was featured on.
Okay.
So this is my boy Alpha. He was actually the first dude that I believe I sent beats to like ever. And we're still like tight to this day. And
Mm.
I was not on this song like at all, but I produced it and he just hopped on this shit. Um, yeah, because looking at my discography, people are probably like, who the fuck is this random black kid on it? But it's like,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna look up when I was first listening to the music. I didn't look at the image. And when I heard the guy was rapping, I was like, I don't think that's the same guy. I look up and I see a black kid. I was like, wait,
Yeah, bro, that was me at like 7 years old.
okay.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the black kid
well,
definitely wasn't
you
me.
just never saw a day of sunlight.
Yeah, so I went back inside and never came out. Um,
God damn.
but yeah, so this is a beat that I made literally in this room, and then he hopped on it and he released it, and then I so happened to be the feature on it. So shout out to Alpha, that's my boy. Love that guy. Yeah, kids that
Shout out
shit.
to them. I think
Yeah.
the song, fire, and you also brought up something interesting as well. So,
Mhm.
uh, let me see. You produce. So I'm curious. Do you produce all your music that you release?
Yes, I haven't got a beat from. Well, I've gotten a lot of beats, and everybody who's watching, like, I love y'all's beats. I just haven't fucking released it yet, guys. But normally, I'm very open to release shit with some other production. Um, but yeah, I usually go strictly on it just because like I know how to hop on the shit. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So that's why a lot of my biggest inspirations, like they make their own music just because like that's their shit. They can hop on it. They know what it's supposed to be hopped on like pause. You know what I mean?
mm. Well,
Yeah.
when it comes to music, yeah, I know what that means.
Yeah. Just hop on all
uh,
that.
when it comes to Fold Unfinished, how about that? How that came to
Yeah.
be?
So first of all, that bitch is unfinished due to the title. Um, which it
And what make
was.
it un?
Huh?
What make it unfinished? It sounds like almost a damn near finished song to me.
So there was definitely some ideas that I wanted to push into that song. Um, But overall, like these songs on this specific project, they were old as fuck. Like what year did it say that it was in? So I released this like last year. I released this last year, but all these hoes were made in like 2021. Um
Okay.
like a probably around that year, so unfinished. I just wanted to release a good body of work and give you guys like kind of like the ideas of it just because
Okay.
I wanted to go to the next thing already. So I was just like, fuck it, put it out there. And 'cause here's the thing, it's only unfinished to me. To everybody else,
Mm,
yeah. So for all the people that make music and shit, all the flaws that you think you have in that song, people aren't gonna hear that shit, bro. You know what I
mm.
mean? Like if there's like a certain like ingredient in the food that you're eating, you're gonna think it's with the food, so you're gonna eat that shit. You know what I mean? You're not even gonna think about it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially, I think people are able to relate to the rawness
Mm.
of imperfection instead of
Yeah,
trying to
dude.
perfect everything.
Mm.
Um, and my last question,
Mm.
when it comes to talent, you know, we get to hear from you. What talent are you looking to connect with, network with?
So with talent wise, I do want to get with people that are very well versed in music theory and people that are really proficient with instruments. You know, always want to collaborate with visual arts and people that are in the visual field is obviously. But when it comes to me collaborating with people, I just want people to give me more ideas. You know what I mean? Always
Mm.
being always be in a room where you're the dumbest person in that shit. You know why? Because you're gonna keep learning and you're gonna be chasing what they're chasing, and you guys are gonna be like neck to neck down the line. Um, so for all the music guys out there, hang around the people that are quote unquote better than you. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna learn something. Don't try to be a competitor. Learn, bro. You know.
Shout out to that. It
Mm,
was good to definitely have you on here as a special guest.
mm.
Like I said this one was a free trial to try our platform, but if you'd like to come back, there will be a small fee. But we would do a ranking out of your catalog. So we encourage you to keep making music, and we will have a place for you to do ranking, promote it, etc.
Hell yeah, dude. Let me know, bro. Like I had so much fun on this shit. Like hit me up. I'll be back, bro.
All right, bet. Bet. We definitely looking forward to you. Before you go, drop
Mm.
all your socials, not your social number, but your social account. Uh, Shout out anybody that you want to put on, and then drop a song out of your catalog you want people to tune
All right, so my social security number is 315.
to.
Um, but if you want to edit this shit, I'm just gonna put up here. Follow me at Teruo Rhodes, literally everywhere at TERUORHODES on everywhere. Find me on Google, Instagram, Spotify, MySpace. I don't give a fuck. And a song. Listen to Excellence, bro. Honestly, that song
Okay.
needs a lot more appreciation than what it has already. Um, groovy song. And honestly, I make songs for every mood, bro. Look through my shit, keep listening. Um, I just do music, bro. I'm not a genre guy. I just love doing this shit, bro. Like that's just me.
All right, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Send me a cover pic to my IG, and
Mm.
I'll have this EP ready. Oh, do you want this video or audio exclusive?
Shit, both. mm.
Okay, okay. Your YouTube will be ready within I'm gonna say within a month, while Spotify might take a bit longer because I got in rotation with other artists.
Oh, that's cool, bro. All good.
All right, bet. Outside of that, it was good. It was great to have you on here. I'm definitely looking forward to your success.
Man, love being here, bro. Hey, shout out Aura, man. Hey, a million likes, he gets the face reveal or some shit. I don't know.
Hey, hey, definitely that. Definitely that. If you get me up to 1 million likes, I would definitely do a face reveal.
You heard
Shit.
him. You heard it right here. A million likes, we're gonna
Mm,
show his beautiful face.
yeah, 1 million likes and plus the blunt. That would
But
definitely change my mind.
plus the blunt. To all my kids out there to inspire, smoke as much weed as you can. No, I'm playing.
To all
Smoke
my
that shit.
doctors out there, smoke as much weed.
If you smoke enough weed, you can be like me.
Hey, what is
Hey,
that? A country Jackie Chan.
type shit. You can be like Jackie Chan one day if you keep smoking weed.
All right, bro. Have a good one.
All right, man. Blessings. Thank you so much.
Hey, right back at you. I appreciate you giving us the chance.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Have a
All right.
blessed one.
All right, you too, man. Thank you.
You welcome.